Hello? Testing? Is this thing on? You've been playing Overwatch? Yeah, okay, well, that explains a lot. Hi. How are we going? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Sorry for my lateness. Apologies for my lateness. No, I shouldn't apologize. No, I said it yesterday. I said I'm going to be easy on myself. We're playing it fast and loose. Playing it fast and loose. Welcome in. Is both the bane of your existence and really fun. It's one of those things, right? It's a see? The aggression. The aggression. Oh, we've got first, we've got second. It's doing the thing again. I did reset it, and I saw that it reset before, and it's doing the thing again. I'm not sure why. Hi, Cloud. How you going? And we've got third. I'm wondering why it's not resetting properly. Anyway, as I said yesterday, I'm going to be working on studies for the next little stint of existence. But we'll see where we go in the next couple of weeks. Still sick? Still, but it's been like 3 weeks. Sorry to hear it, bud. Once more for 64 check-ins. Ooh, nice. Very nice. 19? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Okay, alright. Let's get a little bit of smoothness on the brush. Ba-boom. Oh, 69. Nice. It's been like 6 weeks. Ugh. No, get it out of here. Have you told it to piss off? I tend to find that doesn't help, but it makes me feel better whenever I yell at the void. Don't tell anyone you told me this, but you heard that the first viewer to get 64 check-ins gets a free N64 from a Harley. Didn't hear it from me. Finished 3 paintings since the last one. All of them are Star Wars related. All of them! I mean, if the inspiration hits you, who's to say what's good inspiration and what's not? Hell yeah, that's awesome. Any particular vibe? Like, is it you depicting a particular scene in Star Wars? Is it you depicting a particular planet? Brick and colour theory? Good. Colour theory is always a good one. Can help a ton. Helps a ton. I find that colour theory and lighting are like the cornerstones of everything ever. Hi Maze, how you going? How's life been treating you? Sorry I was a little bit MIA last week. You don't want a free Billy? Alive. You're so worried someone had murdered me to steal my hair for the Bahali doppelganger. No, well, that's what I was saying yesterday was I've been in and out of hospital. Not for me, for a family member. I've been in and out of hospital for the past week. So I've been a little bit non-existent, a little bit. Oh, Cherry, no. It's okay. It's okay. Time in the pit is something that rhymes with pit. That's a good thing. Sometimes life lives. Yeah. Yep. Hi, Shiro. How you going? Oh, the lucky number 7. Hell yeah. Almost died. Got it. Yep. Hope family members good. Yeah, no, they're a lot better. They're a lot better. A little bit of a wonky diagnosis initially, but the second diagnosis gave us a bit more direction, a bit more stability. So we've been plodding along quite well since then. We've been out of hospital consistently since Friday, so in the clear. Kiss, marry, kill, color theory, Big Bang theory, gravity theory. Ooh. I think gravity is really cool, but my existence doesn't really depend on it. Just ignore the logic of that statement. So I'd probably kiss gravity theory. I'd marry color theory in a heartbeat because that's some consistency that I need in my life. And then I'd probably kill Big Bang theory. Nothing personnel, kid, but it's the lesser of the 3. Hi, Miz. How you going? Oh, amazing emotes as usual. You also sit in the pit next to the troll spit. Yeah, there you go. Boom. See, troll spit is kind of a positive sort of lines. Yeah. I'm going to try and consistently do warm-ups with my streams moving forward, Shampoo. So look forward to more lines. Sending them good thoughts? Thank you. I'll pass it on. Celebratory Huzzah seems mediocre with a 12, but you'll take it. 12 is not bad. 12 with a modifier on top of that can get you through most binds. Kiss color theory, marry gravity, it is everything. Kill Big Bang, it's likely inaccurate. Yeah. The color theory and the gravity theory are the tough calls, I feel. Beanbag theory. Yeah, beanbag theory. Cheat on color theory with gravity theory. What we have is incredibly passionate. Very telenovela like drama, like the swings of passion. Oh my god, gravity. Ooh, smooch. Play is a little wonky. Wanted the emote up. You can always fix it afterwards, right? Billy can attest to this. The amount of times that I've gone through and re-uploaded the same emote, just slightly different. You have -2 to social skills in crowds, so it's perfectly mid. Yes, rolled a 19, but the -5. Marrying color through. I would be. Gravity makes time a thing. You'd say it's very important. Very important, yes. Which is where the passion comes from. But color theory, I feel, is what I'm married to, actually. So only spend a couple of hours a day with color theory. See gravity theory constantly, kind of sus. Who's to say? Who's to say that I don't end stream and then roll around in just some pots of color, you know? If you kill gravity, you get to like true. Miz with the natural 20, good lord. What are you doing with your nat 20? What are you doing with it? How are you weaponizing it? You'd kill gravity too? You have beef? What did gravity ever do? Guess today is going to be a good day. Yeah. End the stream at 20. God. There'd be so many streams where stream would just end in the first 5 seconds. Where it's opened on a nat 20. On a 23 stream streak, you need to stop. But Van, I appreciate your company. Hey, if you need to break the number, you by all means break the number. You will be missed, but I understand. Gravity made you stop at 6 foot. Yeah, no, good point. Good point, but to be fair, you're so powerful, Old, that I feel as though without gravity you'd be unchained in all the worst ways. Sometimes you black out and wake up on the floor. Gravity put you there on the floor with a bruised body. True. Yeah, gravity can be a little bit of a jerk like that sometimes. I feel like you haven't gotten anything less than a 20 in here. Really? I mean, with the power of short-term memory, I'd say that, yeah, that's incredibly accurate. Listen to Mr. Wizard streamer threatening to turn you into mist if you skip a stream. It's true. I rule this tavern with a plushy like lovely velvety paw. Name one power you possess. Strength of will, an ability to identify bargains. It's a pretty powerful ability. Laser vision, I suppose I should mention at some point. First support, yeah, exactly. Absolute tyrant I am. Actually see my Harley throw a punch. It makes a squeaky so nice. True. Yeah, get out of here. He lost strength of will in the War of Galaboning. Okay, but the laser vision still, I feel, has you as a contender. Shoulder, come on. There we go. That's a straight line. That's a straight line if I've ever seen one. Whoop. Will you acquire dark vision? Ooh. I think with 14, you've gone intentionally down into the pit, right? And you're lurking in the darkness. And your eyes start to acclimatize to the dim light. You don't acquire dark vision per se, but you can kind of see what's around you. You get a sense of what's around. You don't. Dark vision isn't one of those things that you can be like, today I'm going to manifest dark vision. Make it happen. Reckon you could do more damage with one of those blow-up hammers from the local show, the Mahali with his fists. You probably accurate. Probably. I'm a lover, not a fighter, I suppose. I love nerd things. Can you have Big Bang Theory without gravity theory? I'd imagine so. They would have to change some of their jokes, but I think they could perform some of it from the roof. I like your duck. I did. I reacted to it. I did a little love heart underneath it. It's looking good. Manifesting dark vision for yourself? Okay. You know what they say about manifesting special powers? One step at a time. Dissociate to the Harry Potter universe. Let you see if you can succeed. Ooh, with a 19. Yeah, okay. I mean, you sat in the corner staring at a wall, but I mean, for all you know, you're there. You can smell the honey beer, honey mead, honey, that one. Praying to the gods, coming Ron Weasley in the Weasley voice. I'm on my way. I feel like manifesting dark vision is a great way to ironically end up using a cane to see your way around. Yeah, no, that's fair. No, I feel as though it could be a fun utilization of language. Yeah, for sure. Because the Big Bang was the implosion that right, Big Bang as in like the actual thing. Oh, what? Yeah, what came first, chicken or the egg? What came first, Big Bang Theory or the Big Bang Theory? Which one? Create a new species of bird for break. Ooh, what'd you end up with? Never seen Harry Potter? Me too. It's not true. I've seen it. Officially requesting December. I will say no, but there's absolutely nothing stopping you from celebrating a December in it's weird. It's rough though, right? Because all of the shed canvases have been tinged with the D's theming. So what would set December apart? If you pray hard enough to the various deities, some divine intervention will happen. Very, very cleric coded of you. Show me what happens though. Show me what manifesting looks like. Want to say, yeah, yes please, send it through. Trick question. Young shoulder was true. There was a show. There was. Drop a lightsaber. Don't catch it with all that. Oh, good lord. Nuts will set December apart. Yeah, fair. Involves more. Well, yeah. Eggnog. Oh, oh god, no. The manifesting didn't happen. Not this time. Not this time. But you did it end up back in the pit. That's good. Oh, let's have a look. Let's see a dodo. Nice. Love the little dodo. Check him out. That's so cute. I like that a lot. The gods frown at us. Not you, they love you. Fair. Use help on Miz to bump it up to a 14. I think with a 14 you can console Miz on the fact that Miz didn't hear from a higher being. Oh, no, that's wibbly wobbly. Come on. Entire cast of Big Bang Theory versus an entire cast of Gravity Theory. Is there a show called Gravity Theory? I'm not sure. 55. Good lord, fire. Hey, gone, bud. All of these vertical lines are diagonal. Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's all a matter of perspective. On the Gravity Theory show right now. Ah, of course. Of course. I always knew I would make it big in the show business. Should have made them dinner, bought them chocolates, tell the gods what they like. They did their hair first, then rolled. Yeah, true. Gods do appreciate being buttered up first. That's a good point. Get out of my office. Oh, jeez. How'd you go, by the way, today, Alt? The temperature was a bit spicy. Are you still at work? Why for art thou drawing lines? I am warming up for once because I need to actually start doing warm-ups. I am leaning into improving myself a bit. So I'm actually engaging in good form. I know, shocking. Absolutely shocking. Live human desires. I mean, in most media, right? It's always like a god lounging on a big golden chaise lounge with a goblet of wine, like, bah! And all that. Have 2 ultrasounds and an MRI tomorrow. So wish you luck. Good luck, PP. You got this. You got this. Let me know how you go. You finished at 1 p.m. Nice. Forced work to cut you back to 4 hours for the shift. Yeah, good. Good. 6 hours in the sun would have been awful. Should have prayed to Lolth. I mean, to be fair, if there is a god of dark vision, it would probably be Lolth. That makes sense. Profound sense of line deja vu washes over. Oh, good lord, again. Deja vu. I have drawn all these lines before, higher on the streets, and I'm starting to lose control. Actually, no, that's quite accurate, actually. Starting to lose control. (9 a.m. to 8 p.m. It's still brutal. Longest trolley shift was 11 hours. Yeah, yep. Actually, a second MRI for the year. Ooh, do you get like do you get a lollipop for the second visit? I feel as though we should popularize like revisit rewards more. You know, back in the day, it's like, oh, if you get 5 scoops of ice cream, you get 1 scoop of ice cream free. We need more of that. That'd be fun. But for like everything, you know. 19's not bad. Failed at turning down charity work, and you're signing up for Penguin. Explain to me Penguin Patrol, please, for a second. Sorry. Need to schedule your MRI. Recently learned a fun fact this year after your third MRI. Good lord, what? Why are people going on MRI streaks? I haven't even had one MRI this year. Encourage goods hurting themselves for free. Yeah. Have arthritis of the neck. Hospital should pay you to visit. This will be your 9th MRI in 2 years. Never patrolled a penguin. I have not. One CT, 2 MRIs, and 1 surgical procedure this year. Well, hopefully it starts to clear up. Hopefully it starts to clear up. Get to go stay of the rock citizen. Penguins are migrating every so often. Ah, yeah. Okay. Good lord. The absolute roller coaster that is the roll history of Miz. As soon as you said, I don't think I've ever rolled below a 20, I knew immediate curse. Immediate curse, that's how it happens. Need a frequent hospital pass, save 30% cash back on hospital visits. Yeah, like a yearly pass, like at theme parks, right? Where you go, I pay like 137, I roll an actual one, I pay 137, and then I can visit the theme park as much as I want this year. Like 15 x-rays, 6 ultrasounds. No, it sounds crazy, but your body's trying to rip itself apart. Yeah, well, hopefully that natty one is not indicative of how the rest of the year goes. It's called health insurance. Yeah, but it's not fun when you put it like that. You need to spruce it up. You need, when you purchase this service, you need a little sprig of confetti, you know? Just something to make it seem like you're winning. Having a good time. All the wizards in chat saw the 20 streak, decided to do some curses. Yeah. Don't like the radiation room. Radiation room is like a little bit creepy, but I mean, they'd let you know if too much radiation is happening. This is the one. Ooh, did you hit the... Yeah, you might have hit a cooldown field. It's got a minute cooldown on it. Health insurance is just a discount coupon card. Yeah, but it's called health insurance. I need like health super pass, you know? Health luxury pass. Health all you can eat buffet, you know? Like something that tells you that you're having a good time. Any spell slinger is willing to sling you a smelly spell of seared shells. Why would you need seared shells? Cooking seafood? Oops. That's a little bit better. Government pays your insurance. They should give you a meal voucher. Your dice are being governed and you shan't stand for it. You got a 15, nice. 3 more hospital visits, you get a free McCafe coffee. Why do I not have seared shells? No, that's a good question, I suppose, but you could use that logic with most things, right? You could be like, why don't you have a t-shirt with Pikachu doing a dab on it? Why is that not the case? Why do you not have this? Super health rewards, cross membership, blood pint club. Yeah, something fun, you know? I want to be excited about the fact that I'm going back to hospital. The stream is missing. I'm not familiar. Is that a bet? We have X-ray appointments. Well, that's the thing, right? I want it to be like, yes, I get another X-ray. Sweet. 3 more X-rays and I get like a big carnival-sized plush. Jet Set Radio. Of course. Currently playing it on Steam. Okay. Hell yeah. I've heard about the gift that is Jet Set Radio because one of my friends really enjoys it. There's an indie game that's in development in Australia at the moment that has a very Jet Set Radio feel to it, apparently. So, there's that to look forward to. What do your bones look like? I don't know, like mostly intact. That is my favorite. That is my favorite piece of trivia, by the way. Hands down favorite piece of trivia. Did you know that you have a skeleton inside you? It. Ooh, so freaking good. Makes me laugh every time. Inquiring minds in the pit will like to know about your local bone structure. Oh, good lord. You're not taking this down as a detail, are you? That's going on some sort of digital profile that I'm not aware of. Next thing I know, all of my bone information is out there, you know, being utilized by who knows who. Jet Set Radio is just Tony Hawk, but more fun, with roller skating, right? Got your MRIs on a disc, have a full image of your spinal column, your brain, your nervous system, and your arteries. Try to make it a screensaver. That'd be really cool, actually. Not just a screensaver. I like the idea of putting together like a full body chart up on a wall or something. That'd be really cool. Maybe not cool for everyone, but for some. Shouldn't be worried about getting it perfectly right. Okay. What kind of angle do we need? Nope, we're just recreating that one. Oops. You've been messaged to hop onto Overwatch 2. Goodbye forever. Goodbye, Alt. It's been lovely to hang out with you. I'll miss you. Enjoy. Enjoy video games. Good luck. You got this. Did my eyes deceive me before, or was I not paying attention or something? Did I see a ghoulie check in for a second? If so, hi ghoulie, sorry. I'm not great at keeping up at the best of times. Not that stretched. Not that stretched. Change the background to brown and green specks, and the color cubes tan would make a nice miso print with the little with the little tofu floating in it. Hell yeah. I'm actually practicing to be an artist for Minecraft specifically. Mojang, hire me. I can do cubes. So many cubes. Can I tell them to add sharks? I'll be the industry plant. I'll sneak in so I can give them all the good ideas, okay? Imagine a Mahali texture pack for Minecraft. Oh, God, I'm not good with pixels. Like a biz texture pack would be awesome, I think. A blood texture pack, the stream of blood content, not just internal fluid, but yeah, no, like there are amazing pixel artists out there. I am unfortunately not one of them. Laz has done some pretty cool stuff with pixels. Yeah, no, lots of pixely people out there. Have to be high res, that's the thing, right? Pit mods? Not yet. Didn't get an expensive computer just to play Minecraft, so not be able to handle Mahali texture pack. I find it very funny when I find it really funny when people get like really incredibly expensive equipment just to do something relatively mundane. Maybe I'm stepping on toes when I say this, but the idea of getting like a VR room, like an entire room dedicated in your house to VR, and you've got it all specced up in the latest of gadgets and all that jazz, and then you're exclusively playing Beat Saber with your VR headset. I find that really funny. But by all means, like if you've got the money to do it, and you know the drive, the passion, whatever it happens to be, but I find it very funny, very, 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 very funny. I bought this V12 Mega Super race car. Does 0 to 100 in a millionth of a second. But I'm just gonna do donuts in the in the car park. And hey, I'm gonna enjoy every second. You want high definition cozy? Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair. But being able to do more. Yeah, that's the thing, right? It's the feeling of having the capability to just do whatever you want, you know? You're not gonna, but you could. And that's the thing that really piques the interest, I think. Okay, we've got our spinny cubes. We'll go through now and do the X-ray. Oops. At the right angles, preferably. Your computer chair is a zero gravity recliner that raises you to standing, massages and heats. Also, you can build houses in full outfit. Yep. You've exactly hit the nail on the head of what I find just incredible. How are you going, Fire? By the way, if you can hear me. How was stream last night? Sorry, I wasn't able to stay for very long. It was bedtime o'clock. Not gonna stream VR games, but you could if you wanted, for sure. Yeah. No, I get that. That feeling of being restrained by choice, not being restrained by circumstance, I think is a fun feeling to have. Like Sword Art Online? Yeah, yep. What the VR they talk about? Yeah. Got your husband's hand-me-down computer? Hand-me-down computer? He builds his own, so it's beefy as all can get out. Do you play any games that would push it to its limits? No. Do you do the type of programming that requires the speed and efficiency he needs? No. But run the silly games that you like and let you stream. Hey, there you go. For sure. Now, at that point in time, it's a cool thing to have. But it's more the going out of your way to, like, swap it, right? So that you're in your husband's shoes and you're building the super duper mega computer, but then you're playing just the silly little games and not pushing the computer at all or doing the programming and that kind of thing. Like, at that point in time, I find it funny. AI was such a weird turn technology-wise. Give you a full dive VR console like Shangri-La and Buffalo. Mega computer, only play solitaire. Yeah, yep. It was good. Got a crap ton done. Beat 4 bosses, nice. Got to 60% completion. Thanks to the rate. No, all good. Thank you for all good. My pleasure. I can leave the tavern folk with you with confidence, which is a good feeling. Shangri-La and Beaufry are animes. Shangri-La I've read some of. Beaufry I'm not familiar with. I am probably past the anime in Shangri-La, I'd imagine. Because that tends to be how it is with manga. You're on it. But to be fair, the tavern peeps are super chill. Yeah. Yep. Gonna go finish up work. Enjoy stream, homie. Thanks for stopping by, Miss. Let me know how you go with the brushes, by the way. Let me know if they work. I tried to find a less sus link for them. It turns out that that's how I got them as well, is through that website, because it downloaded the file with like the 1 in brackets next to it, meaning that I had the original file in my downloads as well. So I can say with confidence that it works, but let me know how it goes. Did not realize that there'd be 1,000. Yeah. It's a big brush package. but free is cute. Don't want to get hurt, so you raise your defense. Interesting. So that's the premise of the anime, is that the main characters just like bumped their defense stat up to 1,000,000. That's fun. I like that. I do appreciate an anime with an anime set within a VR game or something where they do something really weird. There was another one like freaking ages ago. I can't remember what it would have been called back then, but where the character like puts everything into his luck stat. I find those premises fun. Reading the light novel off the original website the author posted. Ah, nice. Oh god, it's the meme. It's the meme. It's the meme. Let me quickly find it. It's it's this one. It's literally this meme. It's like, oh yeah, I've heard of Shangri-La before. Yeah, I watched the anime. I read the manga. I've been reading the light novel for 3 years. Amazing. Razors only have vitality after her gaming friend convinced her to play games. Really fun. You have? It's been 3... Frickin' nailed it. Speaking of working on things for 3 years, it's a loose segue, but I'll take it. Because it's been shoehorned. I'm working on a D&D thing. It's exciting. I haven't written my own stuff for a couple of years now, and I'm thoroughly enjoying it. I'm preparing a little care package to drop to some players and be like, boom, here you go. Yeah, for 2 years. 2 years, not 3. It helps with your Japanese. I'd imagine so. Yeah. Believe it or not, watching Greek soap operas helped me develop my Greek a bit with my grandma. So no, I totally get that. But yeah, I'm going to be running a, not really a campaign. It's intended to be a smaller thing for a few players. So I'm preparing that little care package now to be like, okay, so it exists in this place with this thing and these people and blah, 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 blah. And I'm getting a whole bunch of flashbacks to when I was doing my campaign 4 years ago. I'm excited because it's an opportunity to apply lessons learned. Be like, okay, so I tried this in the past and it didn't really work. So how would I do it moving forward? How would I achieve this same effect but good? And it allows me to kind of trial things, which I'm enjoying. One particular lesson being applied that I'm liking is not needing to go into extreme amounts of detail. So for example, when you're developing a city in any kind of world building, you don't need to go through and be like, how does the electricity work to get to the light posts so that they have light at night? You just be like, I don't know, I want light posts in my city, so I'm just going to chuck some light posts in and then we can worry about the details later. Because the players aren't really going to ask. And if they do ask, you know what happens? It's actually fantastic. If a player asks about a particular niche detail, you can make it up on the spot and then write it down in the middle of the session, and then it's solved. right? You can keep all of your extreme like planning and prep and stuff to things that actually matter. Not to say that like the electricity system doesn't necessarily matter, but more so you can focus more on the characters, on the theming of the setting that you're running. You can focus more on like the flavor. So instead of sitting there going, okay, well then how does this work? Instead, just have it so that the streets are lit by flamethrowers that emerge from the ground every 2 hours. Like, do the cool thing, flesh out all the cool stuff, and then for the boring detail stuff, you can just sort it out mid-session. Planned out plumbing for your town and city. And no. If you enjoy it, by all means, go for your life. But if you don't enjoy it, don't do it. Don't sit there working on all of that stuff if it's just going to drain your creative energy. Sort out the fun stuff first. Then if players ask about it in the session, you can sort it out then. This is huge. People are very good at filling their own details. Learn that when writing. The human brain has a great knack for filling in gaps. Exactly. You could just be like, hey, you know what? Every street corner has a lightsaber on it, and that's how everybody sees at night. Cool. The players are going to be like, that's awesome. It probably makes sense. Moving on. They're not going to sit there going, yeah, but like, you'd need an insane amount of power draw to get that kind of... But then where's the grid? What does the grid look like? How are we getting the thing? Don't worry about any of that. Hi, Paradox. How you going? How's the project, Paradox? Okay, we have our spinning cubes. I feel as though that is a checkbox ticked. Rotating cubes. Oh, we're up to 10 rotating cubes. Cool. Doing good. Working on an analog horror. Ooh. Squid was working on analog horror as well. They're quite in trend, apparently. You have 13 countries. It was fun researching different plumbing and the history of plumbing, and how India used to have an in-depth plumbing and electrical setup that was lost to time. Well, that's what I'm saying, is if you legitimately enjoy looking into the minutiae and the detail, go for your life. Don't let me tell you not to. It's more if you feel an obligation to fill in those details and it drains your creative energy to do so. If it's a drain, if it's leeching your energy to try and work on this stuff, drop it. Just don't work on any of the boring stuff. Work on the stuff that makes you excited, and your brain will finish the rest in the gaps. As Fire said, the brain is immaculate at going through and just filling in all of the little details all over the place. Specifically, you're looking for a simple animation software, not Blender. Just need something that can swap through different panels and allow an image to fade in. Swap through different panels and allow an image to fade in. I use a video editing software called DaVinci Resolve. You can do simple animation in it. So if you wanted to take an image and just fade it out or something, you can absolutely do that in that, and it's free. So you could always give it a go, see how it treats you. If you don't like it, kick it to the curb. Makes you want to strangle someone because it seems so dumb, but you get why it's a thing. It's one of those things where I tend to find logical paradoxes one of those pedantic things where it's like, technically it's a logical paradox. And then you think about it for 2 seconds and you go, yeah, but like, who cares? I don't know. It's one of those little corners of philosophy that I don't care about. It seems very like, technically you're fricked. Technically you've activated my trap card and now you can't exit this eternal... It's like, yeah, but you can just logic your way out of it by breaking a couple of logic rules, and then who cares? You're doing a draw as well, Giro? Ooh, what are you drawing? Are these more assets for the Fire Emblem project? the new player who asks those niche questions. Ask your last DM how they minted their money. But in your defense, you later took down a money counterfeiting ring. While your money was busy, you secretly made yourself. It's one of those things where, as the DM, if you don't necessarily want to answer those nitty-gritty questions, you could be like, hey, roll just like a flat intelligence check for me, please. And if you roll relatively low, you can be like, you can guess that it's minted at the bank, but you don't have any familiarity with minting processes, and you can't divine how they go about it. Technically, fricked is your state of being 70% of the time. No, Jade, no. I would be awful in. I'm thinking like a Yu-Gi-Oh style cartoon show. I'd be your Kaiba style character. I'd be like, Yu-Gi. I play Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, and you're technically fricked. I would concoct dialogue so cringeworthy that they'd have to just write me out of the show, I feel. Oh, 15's not bad, Squids. 15's not bad at all. Squid, we were just talking about the fact that analog horror is being worked on at the moment. How are you going with that project? You said that you were having a look into it. Your husband went from obsessing over quantum physics to philosophy. We should go back to quantum physics. It was easier to understand. Philosophy can be really good for understanding why people end up the way that they are, or understanding pitfalls so that you can avoid little like logic traps and stuff. It is good in that regard, but I also feel as though like a good 50% of philosophy is sniffing on farts, just like a little bit. Friend got a new VTuber model, but wants weapons to go with it, so you're drawing some concept weapons. Ooh, that's cool. Awesome. So that they can absolutely obliterate the bots coming in with offers of cheap viewers. Yeah. Behead them all. You could maybe do it with puppets. Yeah, you could do. For obvious reasons, they keep the minting process of official tender tightly under wraps, so that when a basic understanding of basic metals used, you need to find an informed individual of what you want to get any hope of understanding the details. Yeah, for sure. You can absolutely squirrel away information like that, so that if they do want to find out, you're giving yourself enough buffer to do a little bit of research outside of playtime. And if they keep pursuing it, you've got that information, or that buffer might act as a deterrent, and they'll be like, yeah, it's too much trouble. Like if these people don't know, and if my character doesn't know, then I won't worry about it. What about analog horror? Like making it? Yeah, Paradox is working on analog horror at the moment. I remember you mentioning it before exams, slightly before exams. The way it's supposed to look like it's on a television screen will make it easy to do a flat construction paper puppet. Yeah, could do. And you could always do like a little bit of visual warping as well. As I mentioned, DaVinci Resolve. I've got it down the bottom here. You can actually see it like on the preview. You can add like visual filters and stuff to warp it a little bit and make it look a little bit more cursed if that's what you wanted. She's a time space mage. She has a grimoire of spells, a staff of space, and 12 keys of time representing a clock. Ooh, I do like that. There's a class in D&D. I know, shocking. There's a class in D&D called Clockwork Soul Sorcerer, and it's some of the sickest flavoring. The mechanics are a little bit more boring, but some of the sickest flavoring I've seen on any subclass ever. Where when you choose to become a Clockwork Sorcerer, you can include time-related physical manifestations. So whether that's you look into the eye of the Clockwork Sorcerer and it's a turning cog or a clock face, or you've got these big, like partly transparent clockwork mechanisms behind the back of the sorcerer constantly ticking. It's so freaking cool. Or like whenever you're in the presence of the clockwork sorcerer, you can hear the sound of a ticking clock. It's yum. Delicious. The idea never made it past the early stages. Fair. So it's one of those inspiration things. It's 12:15. What about the Hands of Time? I think gauntlets would really help Pepper understanding what time is. Ooh, I do like the Hands of Time. That's really cool. Keys open doors to different timelines. Sick. Awesome. Awesome. That's awesome. That's really cool. Just a heads up, ads are about to hit. Brace for impact. Thank you for sticking through. I really appreciate it. Unless no ads? Are we ad free? Hell yeah. No more ads. Frick yeah. And on this day, ads were slain, cast to the ground, defeated once and for all, and much merriment was made. Frick. I think the issue with it was you're trying to redesign characters that were already good in their own way. Just trying to adapt it into a horror style was a bit difficult. Yeah, fair. Ads for thee, but not for me. Not the Kalukale. Dude, yeah, I'll wait for ads to finish before I respond to more. Welcome back. Wonder if you could simply use the video recording feature of the snipping tool and just record fading in overlay. Jade, thank you for the sub. Thank you, thank you. Jade, you'll find next to your name now that there is a rusted key. You can take that key upstairs and help yourself to any room that's not taken already. Once you're inside, feel free to decorate however you like. Thank you for the sub. Have a homebrew ability called Time Refraction that lets you try a round of combat from 2 to 5 times, see the consequences and revert back to the original, split in timelines and choose which one you want to be reality. Oh, that flavor-wise, that's sick. Running that as a DM sounds nightmarish. Because like combat already takes forever. The thought of like expanding. The flavor though. The flavor's so good. So good. There'd be a way of doing it. There'd be a way of flavor-wise having it play out and then revert. But in actuality, the DM just tells you what the NPC's intended move is. Right? So that way, like, flavor-wise, you see, like, the time fast forward and then rewind. But then, in actuality, you're just getting, like, a sneak preview of what's going to happen. Can you go to the timeline where human focus on ocean travel instead of space travel? Can breathe underwater and play mermaids? It'd be a good timeline. Fading in of a layer in CSP. Thus you don't have to download anything else and have to learn a huge thing. Yeah, okay, I see what you mean. So like screen cap. Yeah, you could use OBS. You could use OBS to like screen record and do the fading. Yep. Welcome back. had to do self evals for work because they're doing merit-based raises now. Just felt like it was you going, I a hard worker, give me money. I needed to live. Just cuts to you just hammering something on a bench. 1, how'd you get that hammer? And 2, that thing does not need hammering. Got to work on balancing it. And for the first few levels, you can use it outside of combat only. And there's also the metagaming aspect because all the other players don't have the memory of the alt timer. For sure, there are some metagamey things that are acceptable though, where you can just be like, hey guys, don't act on this information. And you kind of have to trust your players at that point. Your D&D character was so confusing because your character literally didn't talk. Had to talk in third person. That's always a little bit tough when you kind of give yourself a bit of a handicap. It can absolutely work as when you're quite experienced, but just trying to learn D&D and also work with a handicap at the same time is difficult. End up reading your video recording snipping tool idea. May have missed it. No. I read it above. Wait, you screen cap it and then yeah. Don't have OBS. OBS is free. So you'd be able to download OBS, just screen cap, record, then you could uninstall OBS after that if you wanted to. I mean, the snipping tool has a record, like a video record feature? I didn't. It totally freaking does. No, I'd never seen that before. Hell yeah, okay. It'll be the timeline where Harley finally goes to the end. Hell no, absolutely not. Like the idea is using it for a whole bunch of things, like checking for booby traps or to brute force dialogue trees. Yeah, potentially. You'd need it to be quite high level, I think, in order to keep it balanced. I think it would need to be like a level 7 spell or something at least. Because otherwise it just kind of trivializes. It trivializes basically everything up until level 15 or something. You accidentally hit it once. Best kind of research. Ocean or spiders? In what capacity? Do I have to swim in ocean versus be in a room with spiders? Or is it a case of dive into ocean versus touching spider? What are we comparing? Because I could always rationalize it in a way that just works for me, right? Where it's like, oh, well, if I have to look at a spider or be in the ocean, I'd rather look at a spider. It's like, yeah, but those things aren't really comparable. You could always make it a feature rather than a spell, Jade, to keep it balanced. If you make it like, yeah, if you make it a feature instead of a spell, you could always have it set to you can use it once per long rest, and that would balance it. You'd also need to keep it in check for early stuff, but that would help. The problem would come from having it as a spell and then being able to use it multiple times. Sorry to like logic it. It's inherently really, really cool. My brain is just stuck in balance mode at the moment because I'm coming up with concepts of my own. Please feel free to tell me to be quiet if I'm harshing on the fun too much. Swim in ocean with shark pups or squish 25 spider toe beans. Oh, God. I'll take the honourable way out. With a katana. At dawn, it would be lovely on a hillside that the sun would rise, right, in the distance. There would be a moment of hesitation, and then the image would come to mind of spider toe beans and shark pups, and I'd go, Kia! And then I behead myself. Personally think it's very funny to play with some metagaming. Purposely need to play your characters more oblivious than they are. In the last game you played, you joined after they dropped a player. Before you joined, the DM had told you the plot, so you just played a himbo who definitely didn't know anything. For sure, but it's very much so like a player-specific thing, right? Where some players are up for that, other players can't do that. Like they can't manage that degree of meta knowledge, because then they start power gaming. It's not even like a conscious thing. They know that they'll subconsciously make efficient decisions. based on the info that they know. I got to choose one. I really hate both. 25 spider toe beans means 200 spider. Oh god, there's so many. Would I have some sort of like guide in both instances? So I'd have like some sort of expert there along with me to kind of like let me know that things are okay. If I had that, maybe shark pups. Maybe shark pups. Have to set it up as a feature or more like a quirk because of the type of magic system you're interested in. There's also some really terrible side effects have to build in. If you push it like mixing up timelines, taking damage from things that never happened or haven't. Try not to feature creep it too much. You want it to be an ability. You don't want it to be your entire character. Is the only warning that I'll... Warning makes it sound so ominous. Is the only like heads up that I'll give, because you can run into the problem of you're spending more time interacting with this one feature than you are actually playing the character, you know? Won't let you drown. Be resurrect Steve Irwin. Thank you. No, I appreciate that. Yeah, okay, so shark pops probably at that point. If I'm being reassured that they're not going to eat my toes, then yeah. Good tip to get people. Yeah, because it's really, really cool. Really, 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 really cool. But you have to keep that in check, and you have to also keep in mind that you have other players at the table. Right? If you have a feature or a spell or an ability that like takes over game time, monopolizes the table just for the one player for really long extended periods of time, it can start feeling like a one-player game versus a multiplayer game. There would be ways of balancing it to avoid that. The one example that I gave was flavor-wise in combat. You get to try out a couple of turns to see what happens and try different things like Groundhog Day style. But in actuality, the actual mechanic is you use this ability and then you know what the NPC that you're fighting against is going to do for their turn. Like that could be the mechanic of it, but flavor-wise, it feels bigger, you know? That way you get all of the flavor that you want and need, but you're not monopolizing time at the table and taking away time from other players, you know? Might nibble, but I won't die. Same with the spiders, I won't die. Yeah, I mean, yeah, but I might die from heart explode is the problem. That's the problem that I see, that I foresee happening. Again, let me know if I'm being a party pooper, Jade. I'm trying to be I'm trying to be helpful, but at the same time, I understand that sometimes these journeys want to be explored rather than having like the logic police kick down the door and be like, no, can't do that. Won't die from heart explosion because Steve Irwin will be there with me no matter what. Oh, whispering sweet nothings into my ear. Yeah, okay. No, that's fair at that point. That's the biggest issue, you think? It's by default gives you more time than the others. Though now you're thinking of it, could be a fun dungeon mechanic where the people who... Hi, Logic. Hi. The tankard through the wall. It looks so good, Big. Sorry, not to toot my own horn, but I love that emote. Fun dungeon mechanic where the party who gets strategized makes multiple rounds, then decides as a team which to make reality, balancing damage taken of members and damage done. Yeah, no, for sure. If it's a whole party mechanic where everybody gets to experience it, and it's like a one-time dungeon thing where you press a button and then it does the thing, that would be really, really, really cool. An ongoing mechanic where that always happens for one player, I feel would be a little bit too oppressive, and not just for the people that you're fighting. Die from heart explode sounds like a skill issue. Oh no, for sure. No, it's a stat issue at that point. Needed more stats in heart not explode. Any thoughts are welcome. I'll keep them constructive, right? I can be like, oh, no, do this instead. I won't do that. I'll feed little concepts if and when I can. And 18's not bad. It's a great email. Thank you. Hey, Going Logic, how's your weekend? You doing well? Can you use the 18 to press the button to the pit? You absolutely can. You massage the floorboards for a second. The tavern goes, and then a board slides out of the way, and you get access to the pit. Ugh, yeah, I know. You know what I've recently deactivated on my phone? Text anticipation is maybe the worst feature that's ever been included in anything ever. You know when you're typing on your phone and you're going, I had a lovely weekend, thank you for asking. And it goes, did you actually mean to say I visited trees to, harvest grapefruits? And I was like, no, I did not. Not only did you suggest it and then put it in anyway, but then also it's a massive pain in the neck to like retract all of that language and then do it again. And then even after you retract the sentence and then try and type it out the way that you want to, it suggests it a second time. What? God, I've deactivated that feature. It drove me over the edge of maniacism. I became a maniac, frantically digging into my phone settings, and eventually found it. Hi, Fields. How you going? Back from the dead, aka eating food. Nice. What'd you have? Tavern is Scooby-Doo. Confirmed. Massage the floorboards. Not at 18. No. Fire. In a consensual, friendly kind of way. Wouldn't massage the floor. Know where the button is at all times. There's a little knot of wood that you slam with your fist and it just opens up. Too loud, I can't. Oh, sorry. I'll keep to myself in the corner. Absolutely, I'll reach that when I like. I'll do what I want, Fields. You can't stop me. I'm too powerful. Leftover spaghetti, yum. Still sounds 18 plus to you. Do not. Oh my, it's. Note to self: if Fire's offering massages, brick and run. There's something nefarious at play. I've got a stiff neck, actually. It's a bit painful. Might go for a massage. Oh, but Harley, you dirty dog. No. Okay. Speaking of stiff necks. Tavern has worked. Oh no. Just because I have my knee up to my chest, what makes that bad posture? Fine. Keeping me in check. Thank you. Your homebrew doc is so chaotic. It jumps from timeline altering ability straight into food poisoning mechanics. Require insight checks on farts. And then the next entry is Mordschlag, a hyper-specific German sword fighting technique. Hell yeah. No, that's awesome. I made the mistake. For me it was a mistake. I made the mistake of injecting a whole bunch of homebrew mechanics into my first ever campaign. Just everything about it was an absolute train wreck. It's not true. It was a good time. But literally, it was like, yeah, I haven't played D&D before, not meaningfully anyway, but I feel as though I know better than the rules as written, so I'm going to plug in a whole bunch. Sorry, this is like assessment of my state at the time. I'm going to inject, what was it? It was like super crit? No, not super crit, super advantage. Super advantage was like you could stack multiple instances of advantage, so that like first advantage was just flat advantage, second advantage was a +2, next advantage was a +3, and then third advantage stacked on top of that. Third advantage stacked onto the original advantage was a +5 or something stupid. So it meant that essentially people could just like power game in that regard. Another one was, oh god, what was it? It was Called Shots, I think was the name of the homebrew that I came up with, where you could take a roll at disadvantage and aim for something incredibly specific on a creature to have an effect. So you could be like, I'm going to take this attack at disadvantage. I'm going to aim for that creature's freaking eyeball with the intention of blinding it. Yeah, sure. Roll it. Eyeball. Blood. Blind. Problem is, when you hit like level 10, you don't care about rolling with disadvantage because you're rolling with like a +8 to hit or something stupid like that. Like a +10 in some instances. And then with like super mega advantage or whatever, you can cancel it out. So you could be like, okay, I'm going to blind this creature just with my normal attack. Somebody give me advantage, so it cancels out the disadvantage, and then hey, I'm rolling a flat roll to blind a creature for free. It was very, 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 very broken. Very, 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 very broken. Homebrew is not bad though, I will clarify. It's only because I didn't have a lot of experience. It's a bold way to start. 100% relate. God, so many mistakes. So many mistakes with my initial go about it. Poor circulation. What if I get neuropathy? You are correct. You are correct to correct me. Tea time. A serving vanilla chai with cream and honey. English breakfast with cream, sugar, turmeric, ginger, ooh, yum. Yum. Delicious. Speaking of tea, actually. Sorry, I'm rapid fire going through a bunch of talking points, but it's on the brain, so I'm just going to talk about it. Speaking of tea time, I'm in the middle of ordering a mug, a special mug, a tankard mug specifically, made of wood and metal, and I'm so freaking hype. So freaking hyped. It's going to be so freaking cool. I'm going to have a tea party. I'm absolutely going to have a tea party with it when it comes in. Wine is just herbal tea. It's been aged and chilled. You're not technically wrong. You're not wrong. Tea party streaming coming. I mean, I should have something like that, right? We could have that be a part of the Friday streams, right? Turn it into a bit of a tea party. It doesn't necessarily need to be tea if people don't like tea. I'll be drinking tea though. Will I dress up? That's a good question. I don't have... I mean, I've got my pirate costume from my birthday and Halloween. But I don't have that many clothes, to be honest. The thought of like dressing up for a tea party never really crossed my mind. Just imagining me having a tea party with all my Pokemon plushies and like scene in Toy Story with Buzz. Oh, the little apron? Ah, oh, okay. Well, I mean, I do have an apron. I could do that. Vampire pirates are invited to... I mean, hey, if vampire pirates are invited, Who am I to say no? Who am I? Like figuring out how to turn your short story characters into mechanics. The magic works like X-Men 1 powers for some people for under certain conditions, but with lots of possible uses and different strength stages. Defining the limit of each ability helps you come up with creative ways to use them in the stories. Yeah, I could imagine so. Like, it's a good way of power dampening a little bit, where you want to start off with them being relatively weak and then build them up over time. Having an idea of what you want their final ability to be, and then thinking, oh, like, could this work at level 2? Probably not. It's probably a little bit too strong for level 2. So how would I winch it back a little bit in moderation to like keep it balanced for level 2, and then you can kind of give the level 2 version to that character in the story early on, and then they develop it up into the final ability that you had in your mind. God, I was trying to say mind and head at the same time. It just wasn't happening. Can't believe Mahali's forgetting who they are already. They were so young. I'm sorry. It's this stuff. Why am I apologizing? I'm the one who's going through an identity crisis. I'm sorry I'm going through this identity crisis. It's my bad. I, Michael Caine, apologise for not knowing who I am. Master Wayne. Speaking of forgetting who they are, put milk in the oven. Forgot about... go get it. Quick. Catch it. Catch that milk. Also the limit of the human body diving cosmic powers. How long can they use an ultimate ability, and what permanent effect will it have on them? It's fun. It's been working to get back into writing this year. I also find the process of character creation just fun. Specifically through the D&D character creator, I think is really, really, really fun. So just like training that muscle a little bit can help with needing to come up with a character. Like, I've done this a million times, you know. Imagine opening the oven to the Dutch pot and seeing old. Oh no, absolutely not. Is that what evaporated milk is? I'd imagine so. It's the it would just be the yeah, right? Right? It's probably not as simple as just like boil some milk. Maybe? Because you'd need to avoid curdling it. I don't know how that would work, because you can warm milk, right? Milk TLC, true. Evaporated milk is thicker milk. It's like milk plus. Yeah, but surely it's milk that's had some of the liquid removed, right? Through the evaporated milk. Evaporation milk becomes thicker because more solids. Back in the arcane studies, except this time you're drawing Lucy from Cyberpunk Edge Runners in the style of arcane. Hell yeah, there you go. Ask Mr. Google. Good idea. Dear Google, how does one evaporate milk? I wanted to know. Thank you. Lots of love, Mahali. Here we go. Just ignore the run-on sentence there. It's fine. How to make evaporated milk. First, yep. Oh, look. Oh, all these good answers that aren't AI. You freaking love to see it. How to easily make evaporated milk at home in just 25 minutes. So many freaking ads on this site. Why you love this recipe? My mother, blah, 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 easy, blah, 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 blah. What is evaporated milk? Probably the best place to start. Evaporated milk is a type of canned milk product made by removing about 60% of the water content from regular milk. It's known as unsweetened condensed milk in some places. To produce evaporated milk, fresh milk is heated to a high temperature which causes the water to evaporate, leaving behind concentrated milk with a creamy consistency, slightly caramelized flavor, and concentrated nutrients. Evaporated milk saves about half of regular fresh milk's space and is shelf stable. There you go. There's the answer. It's as I said, you take milk and you heat it up. It's just that easy. Probably not just that easy, but regular milk with about 60% of the, yep. So many ads on the site. Any of them challenging me to a duel? Absolutely not. I would not let an ad challenge my honor like that. I'm far too insecure. Get rid of the AI overview today. You were trying to research the origins of Christmas tree, and the overview was more blatantly wrong than normal. Can you just get rid of the overview? Because that would be nice. That would be. I enjoy the process of digging into articles to find info, and the fact that I have to like pass by AI response is a little bit annoying. So the prospect of being able to avoid that entirely is a good one for me. Forgot what key it is, but you can open the Google coding. Really? Okay, I'll have a look. I'd imagine there'll be like a helpful Reddit article, Reddit post or something that goes through it. Found a Chrome extension that gets rid of it, and the AI mode for search too. Ooh, okay. I'll give it a look. You think it was called Goodbye, Mr. AI or something? That's funny. That's very funny. Whenever Beans decides you're done for today, she starts to walk on your keyboard. She's opened it a few times. No, my little goblin never does that. She never jumps up on the desk. She's tried a couple of times. I've invited her up on the desk to be like, hey, what do you think? She's like, nah, I prefer the armrest. She always returns to the armrest. It's very funny because I'll occasionally leave my phone charging on my bed, and then I'll throw the covers over just because I'm quickly making the bed or whatever, and I'll come back later in the day to find that the cat is sleeping on top of my phone, on top of the doona. So funny. I get it, warmth, but how'd you find it, you know? Did we just go, tra-la-la across the bed until we found something warm? Was that the process? Cat warmth located. Yeah, exactly. Communicating with Cat HQ. We have found the warmth. It has been secured. Located exactly as the information implied that it would be. Sending the coordinates now. Stopping for a little nap. Beans prefers the cold floor. Like, really? Pee on side of toilet. Thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hey, going, bud? How's your weekend? Hi, Plasma. Hi. How you going? What would you miss? There's a big It's tough, okay? How am I? Yeah, doing good, Plasma, doing good. Recovering from last week. Doing a lot better. Doing a lot better than... it feels weird to say it like that because I was not the person who was sick. But at the same time, I understand that it did take a toll on me, so I need to be realistic. I'm good. Have been helping out with a sick person recently, so it's been a little bit full on. What happened last week? Family member came down with the sickness. Is it that far off? Right. A little bit of this. Yeah. Okay. And then we can slim that, and then yeah. All right. That makes sense. Cool. Nice of me. But I have to. I mean, they are they're down pretty bad at the moment, so I must. Sick adjacent, white blood cells which are stronger. Well, that's the thing. Is this particular person has come down with the sickness quite a few times. COVID, for example, they've had COVID twice, and I've been in close proximity for extended periods of time. It never takes. It never takes. And then they're down pretty bad with the flu now, and it's just again not catching. I'm just built different, like a hermit. You never got COVID? Yeah, neither. Like, all jokes aside, I would imagine that my hermit lifestyle does actually help quite a bit with that, where I'm not going out to the clubs, to the sick clubs, where they drop sick beats, Everybody starts coughing. God, every time I talk about public, it makes it sound like I've never been outside before. God, I'm not helping myself. Recommend turmeric, ginger, peach tea, allergic to the flu. We've been... they're also down with some other stuff, and lemon has been recommended, so we've been sticking to like a lemon honey tea for now. Think the same? Your hermit life and refusing to talk to people made you immune. Yep. It's not good. It's not good. I should socialize more. I should. And I do socialize with you guys, but it's not quite the same thing. You never touch grass while people are out. Yeah, that's the thing, right? Is I enjoy being outside. I just don't enjoy interacting with people. That sounds horrendous when I put it like that, but it's true. If I can avoid people like the plague, I do. Yeah, I don't know what it is. Something introvert. Citrus helps boost immune system. It's like giving your white blood cells a sword. Outside is scary, like being outside if people are inside. That's the thing, right? Here's the weird thing though. If I was chatting with any of you at like a coffee shop or, gaming center, whatever it happened to be, I'd have a wonderful time. But then afterwards I'd be like, oh God, I'm exhausted. It's not even like a "you're exhausting me" thing. It's just a talking to people exhausts me thing. Outside is a myth from...
We heard the legend of the musical Outside. They say many years ago, thousands of years ago, they were people that existed in a society right outside our doorsteps.
Hi, mail delivery. Frick, they're back! Would not be chatting with you at a coffee shop, that's for sure. Why would you go there? Yeah, exactly. Sadly, you work every day, so you're always tied up, forced yapping to people. Yeah. Yep. Yep. It depletes the battery. Yeah. I need to stress it though. It's not because like people bad or anything like that. It's more just inherently interact with people bad. I'm seeing part of the problem now. This stuff is 1, too high up, and 2, not drastic of an angle enough, because we end up, the vanishing point is here, right? Vanishing point down here. Let's temporarily put in a vanishing point, shall we? Vanishing point freaking here. How far off are we? Oh, good heavens. Ooh, okay. Yeah, no, that's spicy. That's a spicy meatball. Okay. This is why we practice. This is why we study. And then I'd imagine, similarly, we're not that far off with the top one. We are still far off, but not that far off. There we go. But the next question, before I commit to that angle, is should the window be lower? And I think the answer is yes. I think the window should technically be... a little bit of surgery, don't mind me. Window should technically be down here, because it's basically in line with the window above the arch. So if I were to draw a line from there to there, does it intersect with the corner? No. Yes, there. Oh, we were quite far off. All right. Well, I'm glad that I'm paying attention somewhat. Grab this one as well. Drop that down to where it should be. Yeah, no, that's even worse. Oh, awful. Awful. And then I think I can afford to make them bigger now because they're actually in the right spot. Still haven't finished your project drawing? You still haven't finished your project drawing? The one that you posted earlier, you still haven't finished? That's all right. You've got time. If you're looking for something to change things up a bit, I'm sure an art quest will make itself available at some point. Some of those outside people have a solar powered battery and it's exhausting running on coal from 1520s. Yeah, yep. Yours is from the Game Man era. Had coal as the fire, yeah. Oh, look at him having a sleep. Hey, going by the way, Logic, I don't think I asked before. Sorry, how was your weekend? You doing well? to like there, right? Yeah. Zip. Post an update where you are if you want to see. Yeah, I'll have a look in a second. Everything got quiet all at once. Thought you lost my Harley. No, not at all. I'm still here. No, don't forget me. I'm still alive. Hanging off the edge. Help. I did ask. Just didn't. Oh, no. All good. All good. Life is extra challenging right now, but you're still kicking. Yeah, good. Good to hear. I mean, not good to... You know what I mean. Glad to hear that you're hanging on. I was worried I got distracted. I was worried I got distracted by by giant tankard, which I've been known to in the past. Giant tankard is incredibly captivating. What can I say? Very hypnotoad. If anyone's watched Futurama. All hail giant tankard. What angle are we looking at here? Yeah, it's pretty good. Back from work. Welcome back. Lurk, we stream prep. Yeah, all good. All good. Do what you got to do. Ooh, the 14. Not bad. Not bad at all. Yes, Hypnotite. Ah, hell yeah. I see we have somebody else with a bit of culture in their palate. Good to hear. Good to hear. Let's hide that little anchor point for now. I always sit in these mid-tones. I need to push the extremes a little bit more. Because otherwise the picture looks flat. It's fine to be in the mid-tones where the mid-tones exist, but I need to push the contrast where I can as well. Because as I said, otherwise you're not going to get a sense of the scope of the place. Let's grab this tone. Then we want to bump up a little bit. Maybe a little bit brighter, maybe a little bit more orange. There we go. We've got these lovely shutters here above the arch. 1763 these were installed. I remember when it happened like it was yesterday. Thought for about 200 years I really could use some lovely shutters here above the archway, and they've never listened to me, old immortal Joe. But then somebody with, right head upon their shoulders installed these windows, and I've been quite happy with them ever since. Oh no, it's okay. It's fun in the pit. It's fun down there. I promise. If we have a look beyond the shutters, we have, yes, what would appear to be a window. Oh, God, I'd be the most obnoxious real estate agent ever. We'd be going through the house like, yes, no, if you pay close attention here, you won't want to miss this. There's actually a wall here on the right, yeah. Flanked in parallel with, yeah, that's right, you guessed it, another wall on the left. This is what we in the business like to refer to as a hallway. Murdered on the first day. First day of the job, speedrun. Speedrun getting murdered. I wonder what's on the right, Mr. Real Estate. Yeah, exactly. Oh, well, I'm glad you asked. No, shut him up. Kill him. Don't let him talk. It's too obnoxious.
Yes, a painting. Yes. Haven't seen this before, have you? God, I hate him.
Okay, so it looks like this panel down here runs flush with the sill, given that the sill kind of sits out a little bit, so it blocks that bit down the bar. Yeah, that's fine. Then we grab this. Boom. Maybe a little bit darker. There we are. I reckon we're doing not too bad so far. It's looking like the thing. It's looking like the thing. Now that I look at this window needs rotating. But I mean, otherwise, it's pretty good. That needs to be darker. Oh, God, I've noticed why. I can see why. It's because there's a stupid difference between my two monitors. It's like way flatter on that. Whatever, I can keep on this monitor. Do what I want. You know, if anything, it helps. It helps having it here. Perfect. No, we'll keep it like that. Whenever I'm working on it, I'll have it on my right monitor. God, I hate my... I'm launching this left monitor, my gaming monitor. I'm launching it out of a cannon by the end of the week. I swear. I'll do it. I'm crazy. It'll be a lovely cannon as well. Ornate, gilded. There'll be like a little lion head engraved into the side of it. Oh, be incredible. I'll sit there appreciating the workmanship of it as I light the fuse. Sadly, you're going to snooze. Have work in about 10 hours. No, go sleep. Go sleep. Thank you for stopping by, Plasma. Look after yourself, bud. I'll catch you later. Sleep well. Way too low. Where's the final lamp? The final lamp. It's like here-ish. I think that window's too large as well. It's probably not helping. Boop. Boop, 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 boop. not focusing on perfectionism. That's fine. That's fine. I'll leave it at that. Jump up a layer. We need to secure this lamp.
Travel into the Cave of Wonders, Aladdin. All you find is yours, but the lamp is mine.
Okay. That's probably fine. That is probably good. I trust this man. I trust this man who I found in prison. Probably has my well-being at heart. I mean, he let me out of prison. It's probably good. He's a good lad. Actually, 9 hours. Thanks for stream. Hope I enjoy the process. Yeah, will do. I'll message later to let you know what I think. Thanks, bud. Disney villains have ruined me to a small degree, to a little degree. I feel as though I need like a little bit of a reassurance from somebody that I'm talking with that they're not evil, you know? Is this some kind of evil ploy for you to manipulate me into doing something? Like this whole bargain that we've got going on for me to get like human legs, so that I can walk, you know, up where they walk, up where they run. It's sounding pretty good on paper, but you keep laughing maniacally. I don't feel like I can trust you. If I can just get like one solemnly swear out of you, I reckon we can go ahead with this little deal that we've got going. Yeah, Eve. See, at least Cloud's honest. That's honesty that I can trust. Speaking of honesty that I can trust, we've hit the 2-hour mark. Almost 3 minutes away. So I'll start to wrap up. Oops. Clicked on the tab instead of... Aha! That's why it felt so claustrophobic, because we were missing a section of the canvas. That would do it. They're wires. They're wires. Okay. I was going to say, I'm not quite making heads or tails of it, but no, that's fine. That does the job. Going to say thank you for the stream early. Just got hit with a bunch of specimens as such. Hope the rest of... Thank you, Fire. Thank you. Good luck. You got this. Nope. No ads. Bad. Rude. Get out of here. Gonna grab this. Gonna head towards yellow. Gonna drop towards grey. Okay, that's good enough for now. I can clean that up later. It's a good placeholder for now at least. Then we've also got that wire that goes across there horizontally, but we can worry about that later again. Not too important for the actual structure of the thing. More than anything, this is teaching me that my my intuition when it comes to perspective is so horribly wrong. Horribly wrong. I need to rely on some of the little tricks of the trade a little bit more, at least for now, until my intuition builds up. Because the amount of times where I've checked, like, is this in the place that it's supposed to be? And it's been horrendously off. Too many damn times. Okay. Easy done. A little bit of that burgundy in the window there, and then I reckon we wrap up. Yeah, we've well and truly hit time. Thank you for hanging out with me, everyone. Hope you had fun. It's coming along. It's coming along. It's looking like a street. It's going to be fun to render. Thoroughly looking forward to rendering some of these like street tiles and walls and stuff without having to think about how I would render it, and just like drinking in the approach that it kind of forces me to go with. That's going to be fun. I should do these more often, hence why I will be doing them more often. But yeah, thanks for hanging out. It'll be a late stream tomorrow, not late as in not on time, hopefully, but it'll be an evening stream tomorrow. Look forward to that. Have an excellent rest of your day or night, depending on where you are. Look after yourselves. I'll catch you later. Bye, everybody. Bye.